G'day, iRock from Down Under here. Today, as we start the game with a scout fight, I'm playing as the Vikings, and my opponent, Lazybird, is playing as the Britons. I'm playing on Arena, and I've just lost that scout fight. Let's fast forward to Castle Age. As you can see, Lazybird will be up first to Castle Age. I'm coming forward, blind, my scout is dead, and it looks like Lazybird has seen my vills coming forward. But he's got a very weak scout, so he doesn't want to let me get near his scout. Meanwhile, I'm building a siege workshop. Finally his scout goes down, but he has another scout. But that's not really scary. What might be scary is knights. I haven't seen them yet. So I'm going to build a castle. Nearly trapped the scout. He's going after the siege tower. But my castle will be completed before that happens, and rip to the scout. Okay, so I'm shooting the gate. I want to make him think that I'm just going to wait until the gate falls before I walk in, but I'm going to use the siege tower, which he failed to kill, and just jump over the wall when I have enough stone. Should be very soon. There we go. I couldn't find the room to build a castle there, so I have to build here. He's got a monk and a scorpion, both very dangerous for my vills. Now in this game I wanted to build a lot of berserks because I'm trying to get my 100 unique units with shields. So it's a good time to start. Out comes a berserk. Just to try to get this castle up, maybe take down some scorpions. That's good. One scorpion down and a distraction gets the castle up. So mine some stone and ram down these production buildings. Okay, he's producing knights. Lazybird is producing knights out of his stables. He was. Now he's shifting over to building archery ranges. He's building another monastery in the back of his base because he can't take his relics here. And it's not safe to produce from it. Okay. Just fast forward, building another castle here. So this will range a lot of his farms. Back to stone mining. And now I think it's just a race to him. I didn't realise that at the time, but this was his only stone that he had access to, so if he didn't want to buy stone, he had to go out there. I really should have blocked off that entrance earlier with another castle. Now I found out what he has, which is a lot of crossbows with good upgrades. And rip to my berserks. But most of this force is running into my castle fire. More crossbows come in, more die. So castles are whittling down the enemy army. He has a much bigger economy than I do. He has quite a big score lead. And he's also on the way to Imperial Age faster. Making more archery ranges. And he's got close to 20 crossbows, it seems. 92 vills. I only have fletching on my castles, but I am going up to Imperial Age as well. One really good thing in my favour is that Even though he's nearly an Imperial Age, he hasn't built a castle yet, so that will take some time. By the time the castle goes up, I'm almost in Imperial Age as well. He also doesn't have the gold for a tread, so all these things working in my favour. He's back on stone. He only has the one castle. He is Britain's, however, but yet he would not have had the chance to get the trebuchet accuracy upgrade. He's got to build his first trebuchet yet. We're both building trebs. And he's holding his treb back. I'm just going to start trebbing straight away. Now, is he getting chemistry? Yes, he is. I'm not, because I don't have the gold yet. I'm building another castle to safeguard these trebs. So he's coming in with 22... what are they, arbs? Yes, 22 arbs. It's a bill kill. He's threatening to take down one of my trebs, or both of them even, but I've come forward with some of my berserks. Now, together with the castle fire, they should help thin out these arbs. And castle goes down, and the arbs have to back away, and it gives me a chance to complete my fourth castle here, this fortress of 4 castles. And I don't think he ever got to research the accuracy for his trebuchets. Even though I don't have chemistry, my trebuchets are being more accurate than the British ones. And I take down his trebs quite comfortably. Now I'm going to start trebbing down his manufacturing. He's got 118 vills. Still got about 13 army. But what can he make? He's making scouts. And the light cav upgrade, it looks like. Okay, must be making arbs as well from these archery ranges, and he has some siege workshops. He's making, researching capped ram and preparing an army of arbalistas. Meanwhile, I'm just trebbing down everything I can. Finally have chemistry. I want to take out his gold production, take out his military production buildings. And I also want to raid, but he does have a stronger armed force than I do. Mostly arbs. But these berserks are dying. They don't have very good upgrades. They don't have any upgrades. Making arbs, bills, and rams. So more and more buildings are falling. And the arbs are slowly getting whittled down. He still has this big ball over here. Now his military is getting to the scary size. He's got a ball of something like 30 arbs, and he has these capped rams. He's making 4 more. He's just housed at the moment, but we see that a lot of his vills are idle. Let's say maybe about nearly 30 vills idle there, and probably some idles over here too. Yeah, good amount, another 5. Maybe 35 idles. So a lot of his extra eco is just sitting there idle. Now this light cav raid is not going to work against castles with bodkin arrow and ballistics, I believe, and chemistry. This raid is different. A raid backed by about 30 arbs. Got some bills to repair. And 6 capped rams. Okay, I've got a few vills left and they're repairing the castle. I'm making berserks and I'm trying to shoot down these still 30 arbs with my castles, and that's slowly starting to happen. So that will be an expensive loss. But he's doing a lot of damage. He took out my trebs, taking out a lot of my vills here, and all the berserks that I'm producing, and this castle looks like it's going to fall. But this army of arbs has been taken down to half size. And the capturams are now falling. Yes, the arbs are far too few in number to do anything against these berserks, and the capturams are down. Alright, still a whole heap of idols. As he said earlier, he feels stressed, and that's the point of this tactic, is to stress the stronger economy of the defensive player. And now this raid here, going out to raid the stone, and this would be the only gold that he would have access to because I can treb this, and he calls GG. I was a little surprised. I thought he had a long time he could have fought for, but I had a very strong position. His economy was much stronger, technology was better, but my military was just far and away dominant. I had much more castle strength. KD 128 to 59, so that's very good, just over 2 to 1. And the buildings raised, that's probably the more impressive stat. His production buildings and his town got devastated by my trebs. Stone collected, over 3 to 1. It's about 3.5 to 1. In the other stats, his economy was much stronger, but it didn't matter. He couldn't really do anything with it, with that impenetrable wall of castles that he couldn't break. And he won all of the age races, just beat me to castle. But in the end it didn't matter. I mean, he got to Imperial Age first, but he had no castle to make use of it, and he had he couldn't make use of it with the bombard cannons either. He was short on gold and other precious resources. Timeline, you can see that he was just winning with the massive size of his eco. Even his military was bigger, but I had the position and I just had a stranglehold, and just slowly but surely I wore him down. And a lot of this eco was just completely idle because of all the stress that I was putting him under, and that's the strength of the tactic. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.